Off of play action, Darnold. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Credit the sack to Vita Vea.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fake.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down.
45, Mike, 45. 45's the Mike.
Now it's Darnold. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now Jones. This is caught. And he's brought down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Here's 2nd and 10. Darnold. And this is incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, Darnold. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Second down at 5. The give is to Jones. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. These two teams, they met in Tampa earlier in the year with the Bucs prevailing in that one. So a win here in Charlotte would give them the season sweep. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing Jones. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 27-yard line.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
They'll run on 1st down. Jones. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. Open man, it's Jalen Darden. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Back to throw. Jones. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yes.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. The left side completion to Jones. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Koo now for the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Koo to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Let's go.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the 50, it's Darnold. His throw incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Panthers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Watch the slant, watch the slant.
Darnold from the gun. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. And here's Joseph Charlton now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
On second down at 4, Jones. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Jones. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
From the 25 on second down, Jones. This is caught by Evans. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mac Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Martin, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with, some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. The Panthers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Darnold. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have the Panthers first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
45's the mic. 45's the mic.
Draw play, Darnold giving to McCaffrey. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, let's get this. 45's
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Darnold on first down. He's got Anderson right side. And he's got this down to the 35.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, Hey, check.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
45. Mike, 45.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch. Strong right. Strong right.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
We got 4. Yo, son. 45, Mike, 45. Let's go. Check.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Darnold. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
There they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. To throw is Darnold. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
And his kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime, something to build on maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
And he returns this to the 22. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could
looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll make it 2nd down. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Darnold's throw complete there to Moore. To throw again on 2nd down. Darnold. That's complete outright to the tight end Trimble. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. He's at the 40. 20.
How you like me now?
10. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on 1st down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
On second down now, it's Jones. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Check, check. 19 Tiger.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Double tight. Double tight.
Hey. 4 down, 4 down, 4 down. Watch 10, watch 10.
On first down, it's Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They'll come up now on second and a yard.
We got tight left, tight left.
Hey, we got 4.
Again, it's Jones. First down and much more here for Jones. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 93 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
This is our time. Our time.
And am I seeing this correctly? They brought out the field goal team here on first down from the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. McKenzie now to return it. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Let's go, Mike 42, Mike 42. You can't block me.
Throwing to start the drive, Jones. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A give to Jones. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
They'll go again to Jones. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. 105 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So tack on 3 more, though this, it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great too.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
You got 3 down. 45, 45, 45, Mike, 45.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
45, 45. Mike, 45.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Check 45 to Mike.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. There's Tremble, the tight end. And he is going to have the Panthers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back to throw here. That's caught right side by Anderson.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And some space here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On the jet sweep, this is Marshall. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
2nd and 8.
Check tight end, check tight. Check tight. Pick the edge. Yo, lady. Come.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. Now back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And this one is right through. And now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off into 4th. Meanwhile, Jones throw on target to Godwin here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Jones on 1st down. And this is caught by Evans. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club and one we talk about all the time. In football, put you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
Mike 7.
Now Jones throwing on 1st down. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
5 yards remain on 2nd down.
Tight end left. 4 down. Check. Mike 4. Bring it.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Check. Watch it.
They'll keep it on the ground. Jones. Nifty move. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A little costly there. You wipe out the 1st down. You also move further back.
No doubt about it. So you went from moving the sticks to them staying in the same spot, except for that one guy carrying the yard marker. He moves back farther.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jones. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 122 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And I don't quite know what's happening here. It's a first down, but the field goal team is out onto the field. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And his kick is indeed good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
45's the mic. 45's the mic.
Back to throw. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
45. You don't want none of it. Pick up the ball.
A first down throw, Darnold. Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now a draw play to McCaffrey, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Even.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And the pressure gets to McCaffrey as they stop him short of the line to gain. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
On first down, Darnold. He finds his man, complete. That's more. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score. They'll try to run with McCaffrey, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 6-yard line.
So we got man. Wide. Yo, lady. Get wide.
Again, McCaffrey. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
We taking wins home.
45's the mic all day.
Now Darnold on third and goal. And it's caught. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Now the try here for the extra point. And the lead is down to 24. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the knee.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at their own 46. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Bucs,
They run their mark to 6-2 on the year.
and they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Carolina, changes could be in the air as they fall to 0-8 now on the year. And they'll try to turn things around next week